The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another awesome day here at RM Hive. You're tuning in to Reader's Magnet's featured author interview. I'm your host, Revan, and today's guest is a Brazilian American novelist, screenwriter, and lifelong pacifist whose writing spans everything from historical fiction to horror and comedy. He isn't just a storyteller on the page, he brings history to life every day as a high school history and social studies teacher in New York City. A multilingual creative with a deep passion for understanding people and the past. His work blends heart, curiosity, and an unmistakable sense of humanity. Let's all welcome this handsome author of Yesterday, 72 years ago, Erik Whitman. Hi, Eric. Thank you for joining us here today. How are you?
Thank you for having me, Raven. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy
and
to
I'm
be
also
here.
very
Yes.
yes, I'm also very happy that you're here as well because um I got really intrigued by the title of your book. It's called
Mhm.
Yesterday, 72 years ago. So, can you tell us about this book?
Yes, it's the story of a grandma who was a very
Mhm.
strong person, and so when she dies at the beginning of the book,
Mhm.
her grandson, who was raised by her, he's a British executive who only works. He is
Mhm.
workaholic, and he doesn't get to enjoy life much. He doesn't allow himself
Mhm.
to, and so he inherits her mansion in Los
Mhm.
Angeles. He comes from London, inherits her mansion in Los Angeles, and inherits her
Mhm.
diary. He finds her diary, and with the stories he learns from his grandmother, Hannah,
Uh-huh.
who is the protagonist. So his life is changed forever, and so everything changed in his life, and he it's not that he's not a good person. He is a good person, but he
Uh-huh.
everything takes a new. It goes up a level, several levels
Yeah.
up, like his life.
Yeah.
And so the
Yeah.
72 years ago, it has to do because I wrote the novel in
Mhm.
2023, and some 72 years ago, dating from 2023, something happened in the life of one of the characters that was significant in the novel. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? All I can say while you were telling me like the plot or the synopsis of the book, I was like
Hmm.
the drama. There's like a strong
Hmm.
drama there. It's like I'm watching it. I'm like watching a movie. I know I've been telling this to some of my authors, but I really did as well see like bits of the character there going in,
Hmm.
especially the start of the book is actually the funeral of the grandma, and it's already intriguing. So
Yeah.
like some movies that will start with that. There's always like a good story that comes after, like secrets to unfold, and these are the stories
Mhm.
that I love. So yeah, so can you share about yourself and your journey as a writer? So I'm pretty intrigued by how you are writing your story.
Oh yes. Well, I like to write about things that are dear to me, like
Mm-hmm.
resilience, coming of age.
Mm-hmm.
And when I write comedy, is also like something that's like close to what I like, and so how I can inspire other people.
Uh-huh.
Because what I believe as a writer is that a lot of things that we go through in our lives, and this novel
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of autobiographical moments that I don't want
Oh.
to. It's not good. People are not gonna notice it's me writing about my situations, but
Mm-hmm.
some of the situations I went through, I put there too as well, because I believe what we go through in our lives can help other people, and that's my mission,
True.
to help other people, help them cry a little bit if they need to, help them
Mm-hmm.
laugh, help them learn a lesson, or teach me a lesson as a reader
Mm-hmm.
if they get back to me
Yes,
and
true.
say, hey, maybe this and that and that. Oh, wow, I learned a lesson from my reader. That's
Yes.
great.
And that's what I
Yeah.
want as well for books that I read. When I read a book, what I expect to have by the end of the page is the experience of joy, the sorrow, the times that I cried, and the adventure
Hmm.
in it, and as well as the lessons that I've learned. So that's why I'm quite captivated by your book, because I just actually just opened it on Amazon, and it has,
Hmm.
for all our viewers out there, you can actually go to Amazon right now, find Erik Whitman. That's Erik Whitman, Whitman, and his book is called Yesterday 72 Years Ago, and the synopsis there is just two sentence, and it captivated me. So I'm just going to read it to you. A British businessman attends his grandmother's funeral in Los Angeles. He inherits not only her mansion, but also her deep, dark secrets. See? Compelling. Just two sentences, but very compelling to me. So I was like, what is the secret? And it's the grandmother who has that. So I, you're good, quit man. You're good.
And I'm talking to a producer in Hollywood because I used to work in production
Uh-huh.
backstage. Making into with the idea of making into either a musical right now. Before
Oh,
it
that's
was a
nice.
movie or a musical, so I'm thinking about even if it's a serious book,
Uh-huh.
but you can always bring a nice let's say message, because you see,
Uh-huh.
if you see some of the musicals that can be very heavy in the, in
True.
the suffering, like in the sense of
Yeah.
Les Miserables, the Victor
Yeah.
Hugo. Yeah. But I'm thinking about, I see it more as a movie, because I used to write screenplays, and so yeah.
True,
So let's
true.
see where it
I
goes.
That's what that you know what? That's why I'm seeing images when you were saying you're saying this synopsis a while ago. Like
Mhm.
it's like I'm watching a movie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it is actually your realm in writing it. I love it.
Mhm.
It gives a punch. It's like pulling me into the page. I haven't even read the book, but I'm so intrigued by it. Um,
Mhm.
yes, it's heavy, and I know if it's going to be a musical, there's going to be like secret jokes in there that could be also funny.
Mhm.
If people get it, so so excited for the project, for if it's going to be in fruition in the future is soon. So if it's going to be a movie, a series, or a musical, I'm excited for you as well. And
Thank
by the way,
you.
Eric, what do you find to be the most challenging of your writing process, and how did you overcome it?
Well, the thing is, when you create characters, like I
Hmm.
think overcoming, it's a difficult scene. That would be a difficult scene, especially because when you're writing different people, in your mind, but they
Hmm.
do speak differently than you. They
Hmm.
do speak
True,
differently from
true.
each other in regards to each other. So you have to write in each character's voice. You're
Hmm.
not those people, and sometimes
True.
I bump, I'm bumping against that scene. I'm like, in that scene, that's like very hard, because I have to really know how I'm gonna convey that scene, and I see everything
Mhm,
visually. So how am I gonna write a certain scene? I'm writing my second book, which
uh-huh,
is part of the trilogy. This book, Yesterday 72 Years Ago, is my first in a trilogy.
mhm.
My first trilogy. And so
Exciting, yeah.
the second book takes place in Gaza, in current day Gaza. And so it's
Uh-huh.
very
Current day
serious.
Gaza, oh.
And it talks about Islamophobia. Yeah, it talks about the
Mm,
issues of
true.
Islamophobia, and how Muslims are treated badly by
Mhm,
people, and objectified, and so this is a very sensitive subject. And right now I'm on the fifth
mhm,
chapter, and I haven't left this scene for a month ago. I'm
mm.
stuck there because it's a very hard scene. It's when the main character
Uh-huh,
changes her whole environment and takes a trip. So basically, like, I'm stuck there. It's not a bad thing.
mhm.
It just means that I'm gonna write this scene probably better than the others, than some of the
Yeah.
others.
Nice. By the way,
Yeah.
was it really hard to like research these characters? Because I can relate to you. So like writing each character, you have to have a different voice. So do you have the inspiration from other people when you write them?
I do from other people how they speak, how they behave,
Mm-hmm.
but also my background is like I grew up in Brazil, so
Mm-hmm.
I attended law school, so I worked there in the
Nice.
legal field a little bit. I worked as an
Mm-hmm.
actor as well because I went to conservatory back in Brazil, so
Mm-hmm.
on TV, a little on theater. So learning characters and learning how people behave in the courts,
Yeah.
the court system, you
Yeah.
kind of learn a lot of psychology without getting the degree. So
Yes.
basically that's what I use to compose my characters.
Yes. And you know what? This doesn't happen all the time, but it's nice to meet another theater kid right there. I also do theater. So I also do
Nice.
theater shows here in my place. So it's nice to see hello there, fellow theater
Nice.
theater fellow. So and so what
Mhm.
difference do you see between a writer and an author?
Well, a writer, many people can be writers because they may write a blog, let's say, they may
Mm-hmm.
write an article, but
True.
an author is somebody who creates the characters who do not exist in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of fiction. When we talk about the genre of fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Creates characters that do not exist, and some of them exist in the sense of nonfiction, literary nonfiction. So
Mm-hmm.
they may exist, but they are done in a specific way, thinking
Mm-hmm.
about style, thinking about voice, thinking about plot development, and
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of devices that we can use as an author, because we're creating a
Mm-hmm.
story, we're creating mood, we're creating a sense
Mm-hmm.
of
True.
belonging, not belonging, of feelings.
Yes.
You are putting feelings on the page. So
Mhm,
basically, a writer. Anybody can write about a lot of things. You can write an essay. You can write a book, an article, an
mhm.
encyclopedia. But that doesn't mean it doesn't make you an author. An author
Yes,
is not better or worse. It's just different.
yes. And
Hmm.
you get to pull your audience in your story or push them
Hmm.
into the well of your stories. So
Yes.
love that. So
Both, hopefully.
both. You pull them into your door or push them into your well. So, by the way, are there any authors or books that have had significant impact on your writing style or storytelling approach?
Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. I
Mm-hmm.
would say because he's succinct, he's like concise, and his sentences are shorter, and I like that. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
um, I love Susanna Tamaros, is an Italian author. She wrote, I don't know in English the
Mm-hmm.
title of the book, but I would say in Italian. I read it in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Va dove ti porta il cuore. Go where your heart
Mm-hmm.
your heart takes you. That would be the translation,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know the title. Let's see another book. Let's see. There are so many books. I don't think about any other
Mm-hmm.
now. I love plays, though. I love plays.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? I
Mm-hmm.
love Long Day's Journey into Night, O'Neill. I also plays. I can say so many. The Lion in Winter is another one.
Mm-hmm.
So many, so many.
Yes. For
Yeah,
a theater kid as well and an author. So that's
yeah.
that's actually a really good a theater kid and an author with a law background. Love that. So and by the way, for all our viewers out there, Erik Whitman here was
Hmm.
actually one of our featured authors or signing authors back last week during the festival
Hmm.
during the Guadalajara International Book Fair. So that's
Yes.
Feria Internacional del Libro de Guadalajara. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly.
You
And
did.
and how was your experience? How was your experience there, by the way, Eric?
It was great meeting, fellow authors. So we got to know each other through Reader's Magnet. I
Mm-hmm.
met a lot of people. Was interviewed by the El Occidental
Mm-hmm.
newspaper, by the
Mm,
press.
nice.
I was interviewed by the press twice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I could talk about the book, and so that was an amazing event because Latin America is a huge market, and
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that
True.
by being there in person, and so
Mm-hmm.
I intend to go next year again and better prepare this time because I want to bring more. I want to
Yeah.
bring the copies of the book and more
Yeah.
copies of the
You got
book
sold out
and
there.
more. Yeah, more ways of
More copies.
marketing because that was my first time and it was very
Mm-hmm.
exciting. And yeah, I had a and I had something that I thought would be it was a great thing. I took selfies with some of the future
Mm-hmm.
readers and the people who were interested.
Nice.
I autographed the selfie and I sent it to them. So that is an instant
Nice.
souvenir.
I I'm kind of envious now. I need to write a book and go there as well and find my readers.
Yeah.
So yes. So by the way, for all our viewers out there, the Festival of Storytellers, the largest virtual book event, is going to be back to share stories of our featured authors. And this annual book event is also an avenue for authors to connect and engage with their audience and other authors. The Festival of Storytellers will run from January 19th to February 1st, 2026. So just January 19th to February 1, 2026. And you don't have to go anywhere because you can enjoy the festivity right at the comfort of your home. So go sip your coffee, eat your pancakes, and enjoy the festivity. So, if you are an author or a fairgoer, go ahead and visit us at www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com. Once again, that's www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com. Sign up today for free. So, Erik Whitman, I need to give the
Mhm.
spotlight to you right now. So, where do we find this book, and can you tell us your future projects that we need to look forward to?
Yes. Yesterday, 72 years ago, is the title of the book.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Erik Whitman. And it can be, the readers can find it on Amazon, Smashwords, Kobo, Apple Books, Barnes and Noble, all major retailers online. And it's also available in many countries, in about 27 countries. It's available right now in English and Portuguese. It's coming out in
Mm-hmm.
Spanish, Italian, and French very soon.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, so that's Erik Whitman, everybody. So again, get your copy of his book Yesterday, 72 Years Ago on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and all those major distributing channels that he said, because there are a lot. It's very available out
Mhm.
there. So go get your copy. He is really good. So go ahead and check him out. So Erik, it has been an awesome time with you, spending this interview, this conversation with you. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much. Likewise, it was great.
Yes. So, guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry. So, go tell your story, you storyteller. This is your host, Revan. And as we say it here at Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. Bye for now. Stay awesome.
Bye.